Sports. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the Tennessee Titans and the Indianapolis Colts. Lurching closer toward the midway point of this NFL season, and we're underway on EA Sports.
And no run back here, so they'll bring it out to the 25.
First and 10, it's Wilson. And it's hauled in by Jared Cook. And they nearly get this all the way to midfield. Mark him down at the 49. That one goes for 24 yards. So one play, and they're already just shy of midfield. Quick throw caught out wide by Valdez-Scantling. And he is across midfield from 149 to the other 49. A gain of just 2. That catch good for only a couple. From just shy of midfield, Wilson flushed out right. Powers through it. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40.
These two teams met in Indy earlier in the year with the Colts coming out on top. So if they can find a way to win here in Indianapolis, they would take the season series 2-0.
So here's a first and 10 at the 38. Now it's Wilson. He finds his man complete. It's Jacobs. Room here to run. And he's out of bounds. Almost gets to the 10. That'll be marked as a 27-yard pickup.
That was a beautifully executed screen pass. Let the rushers get upfield. The blocking forms in front. Lofted it to the runner. And now, not only does he have open space in front of him, he's got an escort as well, and they pick up big yardage.
Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Hopkins. 5 yards on the catch there. Brings up second down.
With these run-pass options, we often talk about a good quarterback and running back. Well, having a talented wide receiver helps also.
Yeah, even coming in third in the discussion, sometimes that means he really should be first, because all you want to do is get the ball in their hands and let them make the big plays downfield.
And he'll get this one back to the 5-yard line, but no further than that. No gain on the play that time, and they'll look to convert on what will be a 3rd and 4. Play action. It's Wilson. And it'll be intercepted. Read it well, and it's picked. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. So far this season, this defense has had their issues against the pass, so that's a great sign for them to get the early pick.
Yeah, confidence builder for them, and an absolute shock for the quarterback, because he went into it, he saw the numbers we saw, he watched them on tape. I think he came into this one thinking this is going to be a big day, and it very well could be, but early in this one, advantage defense.
A little bit of daylight on that first down run sets him up nicely. 8 yards on the carry.
Now, these two teams, you might recall, met up back in September in Week 3, and it was the visiting Colts who won that first matchup. So they'll look for the season sweep here back home in Indy.
And he'll get nothing out of that one.
Shut down. Pass complete, but no gain.
No yards.
Yeah.
So you file that as unsuccessful.
Yeah, you do, don't you? Except on the stats, throwing the ball.
Get a completion.
You get a catch.
Yeah.
But still, no yardage. Okay.
They give to Mixon to try to pick it up. And he's able to get it to the 33. Good enough for a first down. Give him 6 yards, and they do convert on 3rd. On 1st and 10, Mayfield.
That ball caught. It's Mark Andrews, the tight end. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. Give the Colts 13 yards and a first down. Running left, it's Mixon. And taking it across midfield and just shy of the 40. Back-to-back nice plays, 12 yards that time and a first down.
Well, there's plenty of real estate for him to maneuver on that run, and let's face it, it shouldn't be a surprise. He's one of the better backs in the league. Had to come into this game with the idea, slow him down, otherwise it's going to be a long afternoon.
So operating from Tennessee territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 41. Now the first carry here for Todd Gurley. And the lane closes up quickly as he'll get about 3 down to the 38. A minimal gain as we tick down inside of a minute remaining in the opening quarter.
Second and 7.
Mayfield looks to throw. Sutton reeling it in on the left side. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Titans' 27-yard line. Indianapolis moving the chains there on a gain of 12. Mixon with a first down carry. And he'll lose yardage. Brought down at the 32. He lost 6 there on the first down play. Second quarter now from Indianapolis with the homestanding Colts in possession. We're scoreless after 1.
Second and 16.
Play fake. Mayfield. And he will find his man Sutton. That's complete. And they do get him down, but not before he's able to slip it inside the 5-yard line. That's good for 28 yards.
First and goal, a chance to convert that early turnover into points. Mixon.
And he gets halfway home from the 4 down to the 2-yard line. Looking at this now, you got a couple more cracks here this close. Sneak it.
I don't think even go into a huddle. Just line up, snap it, and fall in behind those guys into the end zone.
Mixon again.
And this time they were ready for him as they'll stop him right at the line of scrimmage. It'll go as a loss of a yard, and it'll set up 3rd down.
This defense has really flown around in the first half. They've gotten to the ball carrier before they can really get started. Offense going to have to come up with something else in order to try and get this running game going.
Here's a run with Mixon. And did he get in? Yes, they say it's a touchdown. Joe Mixon with touchdown number 12 on the year, as his guys are first onto the scoreboard here this afternoon. Extra point up and good by Sanders, and that makes the score 7-0. Now after the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Sanders.
Take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Titans offense set to begin the drive. And they had a nice little drive going last time. Threw the interception in the red zone. Costly.
bad enough to throw it anywhere, but that drives coaches insane when they're thinking about, hey, we got a shot at points already. We're already in a spot where you're thinking you got 3 on the board for sure, and to come away with nothing, that's a really tough one for them to swallow.
Yeah, will they make up for it? 8 yards the tally on that first down run. Here's 2nd and 2. A quick throw caught out wide by Judy. And some room to roam now. And he is out of bounds inside the 35. The catch and run pays off to the tune of 35 yards. For an offense that has not found the end zone yet, that's a big play.
There's the spark right there. The big play that they needed. Now they've got to go ahead and finish this drive and put this ball in the end zone.
Well, throw on first down with Wilson. Eluding the pressure right. The ball comes out, and this will get out of bounds right at the line of scrimmage. So fortunately, they're able to hold on to the possession.
You can almost see inside his face mask there the look of relief. He coughed it up, but it goes out of bounds. They keep it.
Someone carrying around the lucky horseshoe, aren't they? If I were him, I'd go out and play the lottery after that one. A very fortunate man.
And they're operating in plus territory here. They're thinking points. Definitely don't want to lose the football at this juncture.
The Titans efficient passing on this drive. There's another first down.
And this has been a nice answer to the touchdown drive against them a few minutes ago because they've come out and reestablished the tempo. A nice throw there, and they're putting together a very strong drive as a response.
Here's Jacobs on 1st and 10. And he'll get about 3 as he's taken down at the 14-yard line.
What a dimension this man brings to this defense. He had his mind set there that he was going to get in and make that tackle. He really flew to the football.
They go play action with Wilson.
They swing that out wide to Jacobs.
And he's brought down just outside of the 10 at the 11. 2 minutes on the clock, second quarter, 7-0 ball game. And it looks like we've got a dime set here defensively. 6 DBs in the game. And he fires one that's intercepted. A.J. Boyer with a pick. And they get the football, but not much on the return here as he stopped at the 7-yard line. That pick hurts a little extra because it was 3rd down. You were already in field goal range.
You know what he's going to hear all night, all next week? Situational football. Understand what's going on because you expressed it perfectly. 3 points were in their hip pocket. They had those. Now those went by the wayside. You cannot make those kind of mistakes.
That's what you call a rookie mistake.
A good run, got 7 on first. Here's 2nd and 3. From the gun, a give to Mixon. Trying to bounce it outside, but he's only able to get it back to the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play that time, and they'll look to convert on what will be a 3rd and 4. They'll set up the screen here to Mixon. And some space here. And he's going to be out up around the 45-yard line. That goes for a gain of 31.
Now that certainly solidifies how to attack this 2-minute drill right before the half. I don't think they were going to try and run out the clock, but now after that big play, their thoughts are certainly of trying to score and get some points before the half.
So that changes things. Here's 1st and 10 all the way up at the 45. From the gun, Mayfield. He gets this in the hands of Mixon. And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds.
Not only did we just see back-to-back nice gains, but we're also seeing the confidence rise, not just for the guy who caught it, but the guy throwing it as well.
And these back-to-back catches here out of the backfield, that can set something up downfield in a later sequence, right?
A lot of the time, it starts to draw the defense closer to the line of scrimmage. So to your point, show this swing pass, show this check down. Maybe later on, you heave one deep when you catch them close to the spot.
To throw again on second down, Mayfield. He's got it complete to Stephon Diggs. The Colts going to use the first of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with just under 50 seconds remaining in half number one. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Mayfield off the play fake. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. It's a gain of 20 as we wind down near 20 seconds left in the quarter. Looking for Watkins, and it's intercepted. Picked off by the safety, Jarquiski Tart. And his guys have got it back at the closing stages of the first half. Charles, not only is that an interception, it's one when you were really knocking on the door for a touchdown inside the red zone.
You're actually thinking points no matter what. At worst, you're thinking kicking a field goal and getting 3. We might look back on this in the second half and say, you remember when they didn't get points on that drive? This could cost them.
And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. The Titans going to use the first of their timeouts as they stop it with 11 seconds remaining in this first half. So one play, and they're already just shy of midfield. And a flag comes in as that one falls incomplete. Well, let's see who this is on. Justin Pugh, the left guard that time with a flag. Play action. Now Wilson. Oh, he'll air this one deep for Judy. And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. Picked off by Logan Ryan. And he will be brought down as time is now run out on this first half of action. Come on, let's go. So we hit halftime here in Indianapolis with the Colts on top as we send you down to Orlando where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports halftime report. Coach.
Final adjustments taking place in both teams' locker rooms. We're closing in on the second half. And to bring it your way, let's go back up to Indianapolis and rejoin Brandon and Charles.
Okay, Coach. Appreciate it. A 1-touchdown game here as we get set to resume play in the second half. Second half ready to get underway. The Colts with a lead, and they will receive the football. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. The Indy offense at the line and set to go. Hey, Charles, they've got the lead. Put your coaching hat on here now. What's the game plan for the second half?
I think getting the running game going a little bit more because I thought in the first half they didn't get it moving the way that they would like. They had success throwing it, but I think these first couple of drives, they'll want to get those running backs going and give them more opportunities, and I will guarantee you that those guys were lobbying for them in the locker room at halftime.
A second down pass play there, but it's incomplete. Stephon Diggs, his intended receiver. But now it's 3rd down.
They have to like what they've done defensively here at the outset of this drive. They forced a couple of incomplete passes, bring up a 3rd and 10. Don't be surprised to bring a little pressure on this snap.
On third down, Mayfield. He'll let this go deep for Sutton. And this is caught right along the sideline. What a job of keeping the toes in bounds there. Touchdown, Indianapolis.
Well, Baker Mayfield only 6'1", but he can certainly sling it, and we saw evidence of that right there.
And that is absolutely demoralizing for a defense because you've got the offense on the ropes. It's third down. You're trying to get off the field, and then wham, you have a letdown in the secondary, and you give up a big one.
And that throw, pretty impressive, and even 61 yards through the air.
Now after the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Sanders. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Titans offense set to begin the drive.
And their deficit a little wider than it was at halftime. Does that touchdown a minute ago change the thinking here at all?
I think it does, at least a little bit, because now urgency has to start setting in. You can't go out there and go 3 and out and run the risk of falling behind substantially, but you have to do it without pressing, because pressing, that'll lead you into bigger errors.
Ball at the 24 and a 2nd and 11.
They go play action now. Wilson. DeAndre Hopkins making the catch. And he's going to be out up around the 45-yard line. A gain there of 21 yards.
Partner, this is one of the best routes anyone can have in their offensive playbook. Tough to defend because you think it's a go route, and then he breaks it back on the comeback. There's one other thing you need as well.
A well-thrown ball.
Exactly right. You have a guy who has some precision in throwing the football because of the timing of the route.
Another nice gain, 13 yards that time, and another first down.
A couple of first downs right in succession, and this is an offense that could really use a good drive, and they're off to a fast start here.
Now Wilson on first down. And nowhere to fit that football in. It's knocked away and incomplete.
Well, Charles, you think about this defense. This week in preparation, you couldn't hide the fact from them that they're facing a team that's lost 7 in a row. You just wonder if they prepared the same way they normally do.
Yeah, that's a great question because normally that preparation goes into what you do well on defense. What is the best thing that you...
And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today.
Picked off by Benjamin St. Juste.
And he'll take this back all the way up past the 45-yard line. The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments. I think it's pretty evident we can say what a difference a week makes. Last week, he ran pretty much wild, didn't he? Did pretty much what he wanted to do. But this one, they've stopped him cold. That, to me, that's good scouting and even better execution.
Yeah, and they stopped him behind the line right there. They obviously watched the tape a few times and made some adjustments. 2 runs in a row, but only 2 yards to show for it.
Tough day, tough sledding right there, and it's been that way the entire game. Not a whole lot of room to ramble for him.
Yeah, you're right. It's been that way all afternoon. Didn't get a whole lot better there. Working out of the gun, Mayfield. Throw right side is complete to Andrews, his tight end. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. A pickup of 24 on the 3rd down conversion.
And now we get into the psychology of the whole thing because a lot of teams with a 2-score lead in the 3rd quarter, they almost become defensive with their offense, just playing not to lose. I think with this team, you got to figure at this point, this is a great spot for them to go into attack mode, really try and put the hammer down and finish this one off.
And he'll go down here right around the 23-yard line. And Myles Garrett, the All-Pro, in on the tackle. 2nd and 5.
Again they run with Gurley. And this time they were waiting for him as he'll be knocked out before he can get back to the line of scrimmage. A loss on that play, and now third down gets tougher. 3rd and 6. Mayfield to throw it. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete. 4th down now as the Titans defense holds up in coverage.
Oh, that's got to frustrate him a little bit because they nearly got to him there, and it would have been the first sack of the game. Instead, they're able to influence the release, and they did force the incomplete pass.
Sanders' kick is good. And the lead will grow. It's now 17-0. So the turnover leads to points as they add 3 there.
Yeah, what a sequence there, and a nice win for them. They forced the interception, put together a little drive, and then come away with 3 points. Nothing to it, partner. Just do it.
The Titans offense set to begin the drive. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate. And, of course, they'd like to forget the inning, the interception. But they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive to get him down the field.
Yeah, and unfortunately for them, the only thing that matters is part 2, right? Because once they threw the interception and finished off the drive, that does them no good to go back and say, well, you know, we had a good one going. Finish things off. That's the only way you can get it done.
They'll get this out wide. It's Nelson with it. First target, first catch, and a first down.
Good throw, good catch, but I really like the route. The drag and being able to run away from defenders. Hard to stick with them for that long.
Yeah, better against man than zone, or?
Better against man, because now you're running away from someone and you're not running into a defensive player in another zone.
Got an open man. It's Valdez-Scantling.
That looked like a pretty good route combination there because you've got to find a way to clear the guy running the drag, because when you do, you just put the ball on him and then let him run.
Yeah, he's got some space. A good gain on first. Has him set up with second and just a couple of inches now from the 29. And complete right side to Cook. And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds. Second catch for him today, and it'll wind up a first down. A few moving pieces on that play because that was an RPO, was it not?
It was, but one important piece that didn't move incorrectly, the offensive line. Because when you're running this play, as he continued down the line of scrimmage, sometimes the lineman can wander downfield. If you're more than a yard downfield, it's illegal to throw the football at that point. But they held their ground, held their spot, and turned it into a nice game.
And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. Give him 30 yards there.
There's the arm strength that we saw in college and during the scouting process. And really, it's not just the arm strength there, but the placement as well. To me, that was an excellent combination of arm talent and accuracy.
And here's a throw that's taken in by the tight end Cook. He's going to be out of bounds on what's going to wind up being the final play of quarter number 3. Back now in Indianapolis. It's Titan football here as they trail to begin the fourth quarter. Ball on the 8, 2nd and 2. Now it's the fullback. This is Kyle Juszczyk. And into the end zone for a Tennessee touchdown. Kyle Juszczyk, his first touchdown on the year. And the Titans are finally on the board here in the fourth quarter. On is Mason Crosby for the point after. And it's 17-7.
Makes the score Colts 17, Titans 7.
Now after the touchdown, here's Crosby to kick it away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Indy offense at the line and set to go. Well, there are 2 scores on the plus side. Still time here in this 4th quarter, but maybe you start thinking about playing keep away?
Yeah, I think here's the situation. You're not thinking touchdowns anymore. You're just thinking first downs. To keep up with your theme there playing keep away, first downs, they can't touch the ball.
A good pickup there. 8 yards on the first down completion.
Only needing 2 yards on 2nd down.
A handoff to Mixon. And he'll be brought down right around the 37. 4 yards the pickup, first down. I'm guessing you'd say this is kind of the key here. Grind out some yardage, work on that clock, see if you can continue to tick it down.
Definitely, you want to bleed things out at this point, right? Continue to possess the football, gain some yardage, and put the onus on the defense. Do they have to use timeouts? What are they going to do to stop you? You're taking charge.
And they're going to stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Just no cutback lane to be found whatsoever. 2nd and 10. Out of the shotgun, they run with Mixon. 4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a 3rd down. At this stage of the game, with the score where it is, the key here is stay in bounds, and he did just that. Not by a huge margin, but he stayed in.
And those come up in what we like to call winning edge meetings. The things that you have to do, late game situations, kicking situations, doesn't matter what it is, the things you have to do to win a game, and that comes up in that meeting, then you practice it, they've got to be happy to see it executed, being able to stay in bounds and work the clock.
And he is going to have the Colts first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
Got what they needed there. The drive continues with a 9-yard pickup. 2 first downs have them up near midfield now on 1st and 10. Mayfield now. Escaping the pressure right. And he's left with no option here but to throw it away.
They've given up a few first downs on this drive, but getting the incompletion there, that should give them something to build on and maybe turn the tide.
So after the incompletion on 1st, now 2nd and 10.
Hey, alert! Alert! You ain't doing nothing, though. You ain't doing nothing.
They try to eat some clock with Mixon. And he's up over midfield and down into Tennessee territory. 5 yards. Now it's 3rd and 5.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where it'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
The Colts on 3rd down. They've been excellent. 6 for 7. This will be 3rd and 5. From the shotgun, it's Mayfield. Flush to his right. And intercepted. Maybe the turning point they need. Picked off by Mike Hilton. And his guys are going to take over at their own 48-yard line. When he went on the move there and started rolling out, I thought there was a window, but that window closed quickly, intercepted.
And sometimes, despite how big your arm talent is, you don't get enough on a throw when you're on the move as opposed to setting your feet and stepping into one. That may have been the case there, and the defense certainly benefited.
Flushed out right. And that is caught on the right sideline, but out of bounds, says the line judge. The throw took him a little too far. It's 2nd down.
That was an interesting look there because as soon as he got outside the pocket, I thought he was going to take off and run for yardage. But what often happens now with these quarterbacks who can move, defenses want to try and keep bodies in front of them, and I think that discouraged him from taking off and made him try a pass downfield that fell incomplete.
That one a gain of 20 and a first down. Wilson. Eluding the pressure right. And he wisely will throw that one away.
Oh, I like that right there. Not only was it the right play, throwing it away like that, frankly, I think it was the only play.
Yeah, got outside of the pocket, realized he had nothing, just chucked it free.
Yeah, live to fight another down, right?
A throw out wide caught by Hopkins. They get 7 out of that, so they're left with a 3rd and 3. Trying to run for it with Jacobs. And he'll only get a couple here, and that'll bring up 4th down, and they'll have time to talk things over as we have reached the 2-minute warning. So the Titans in possession of the football here as we get you reset. They come up on a 4th down situation with things not looking particularly rosy. They go with Jacobs. And this will depend on the mark. I'm not sure he pushed the line forward. And indeed he did not. They stop him. They had to go for it with such little time remaining. And the Colts are going to take over with a football. Here's Joe Mixon as they start on the ground. And he'll be upended here after a pickup of 3, getting it out to the 25. The Titans going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play. Once again, they run with Mixon. And they're able to get this one across the 35.
I have to chuckle to myself a little bit, Brandon, because right now I could be in that huddle with that offensive line. I know exactly what they're saying. If you call a pass play here, we're going to call timeout. Run the football. We've got control of this thing. Get him behind us and let's go.
Their time to shine. Now Joe Mixon. And he'll get this up to about the 38-yard line. Rashaan Evans out of Alabama had the tackle defensively. 8 yards to go on 2nd down.
He's crazy. He's checking crazy. He's scared. Slam. Under 10.
Here's a give to Mixon. And he takes this up right near the 45-yard line. Now Tennessee going to use the 2nd of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 33 seconds remaining. Now we've got whistles and a flag. Looked like one of the Colts linemen might have jumped. Well, that's a tough, costly penalty because now it makes it 3rd and 6 after the false start. This is Mixon. Oh, and he'll wind up losing yardage on the play. You cannot have that. And also, 4th down now.
When coaches stress their defense being physical, they don't just mean the big guys. How about the guys on the outside, the cornerbacks? It's not just their job to patrol the airspace. They can get involved in the run game as well.
And with things looking pretty good on the scoreboard, they're going to keep the offense out there and go for it here on 4th. Now Mayfield. And he's brought down. Can't do anything with a football. It's a sack and a turnover on downs. The Colts unable to convert here on 4th down. And the Titans, they've got the football back, and they've got it in great field position. Throwing now is Wilson. He's going to take a shot right away for the end zone. And this is incomplete. Oh, that looked like a sure 6 points, but he could not get that to stick, and that is a golden opportunity wasted there. Wilson to throw. He's going to let this go. Back of the end zone. And that is incomplete. Oh, he had it and dropped it. That is an unforced error there, and it takes away what could have been a touchdown. An important play right here, 3rd and 10.
And I would expect pressure here.
Now Wilson. There goes a deep ball, end zone. And this is incomplete. Oh, that looked like a sure 6 points. but he could not get that to stick, and that is a golden opportunity wasted there.
All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on 4th down. They're going for it. They'll let this go for the end zone. And that will be incomplete. They were going for a consolation TD, but it was not to be. And